Welcome to Sun City News. I'm your host, Norma Taylor, and we're starting our news show with these stories. Diane Curley checks out the Stillwater Spa at Spanish Moss Hall. Chris Chase continues her Heyward House visit. And later in the show, we remind you of some pool updates and regulations. Sun City News starts now.
This is Sun City News. With our news team bringing you stories from Sun City and the Low Country. Taking the lead with entertainment news. And on deck is our sports report. Sun City News, from people you know, about people you know. This week's SCTV News starts now.
There's so much to do at Spanish Moss Hall on the west side of Sun City, including many new services provided at the Stillwater Spa. So we sent our reporter Diane Curley to speak with one of their practitioners to learn more. Let's listen.
Hi, Sun City. I'm Diane Curley, and I'm here today with Madge Hamilton at the Stillwater Spa. We're in Spanish Moss Hall on the west side of Sun City. And Madge is one of the practitioners at the spa, and she provides Reiki, sound and vibrational therapies, yoga, guided meditations, sound baths, all at the Stillwater Spa. I'm so happy to be here because this is a new program. It's all based on wellness, and we'd really love to hear more about it.
Thank you, Diane. I appreciate it. Glad to be here, and thanks for Sun City.
Why don't you tell us a little bit more about all of this setup right here?
So this is sound bath therapy. So the sound therapy, when I'm playing these crystal bowls, and I'll just demonstrate real quick. That sound goes into your parasympathetic nervous system and helps with a deep, calm rest and reset, and helps with anxiety and other issues. If you just want to have a relaxation, come to a sound bath.
Madge, tell us a little bit more about those vibrational therapies.
Okay, Diane. All of these therapies are customized to each person. So say somebody has sinus issues or a headache or something like that. I can strike this and the vibration and put it on top of the head. And that vibration goes into your cells and helps dispel that inflammation and on the sinus cavities.
So these are adjunct therapies. These are, this wouldn't replace, say, if you needed to see a physician, and get medical care in that sense, but it's an adjunct therapy. Explain it better than I'm explaining
yes, so
it.
it's an alternative therapy, and definitely if you have a medical issue, you should see a doctor. And so also another vibrational tool, these Himalayan bowls, and these tools are something that has been used for thousands of years as far as the metal bowls. The crystal bowls are newer, but I can strike this and put it on my hip if I'm having a sore hip, and that vibration goes into that soreness and helps dispel that inflammation. We're mostly made of water, and so the water gets stuck. That's what creates the inflammation.
And there's a science behind it. I know that
Absolutely.
as well. But you know what our people need to know is, when is this open and how can we make an appointment?
So it's open Monday through Friday, Monday through Saturday, and it's all customized to each person. If somebody needs to come in on Saturday, if they would want to come in on Sunday, I would come in. But you call the Stillwater Spa or you call myself and we'll book you. I have sessions for 30 minutes. I also have sessions for 60 minutes. 30-minute session is $35 and a 60-minute session is $65.
And I know that you also teach yoga and other things, but we're going to save that for another episode.
Thank you, Diane.
Great being here.
Thank you.
Have you ever visited the Heyward House? Well, if not, Chris Chase took a tour of the house with Jen Somerville, so you can see this beautiful antebellum home.
Stay tuned, folks, for more information on the Heyward House. Now we're going downstairs to actually see the rooms.
So the original structure of the house, just inside the front door there, is currently the center hall, but about behind where the pamphlet, the brochure thing is and the welcome sign, straight inside there is the original staircase, which would have been on the outside of the house. So if you can imagine the house being cut right in between the window and the door, the right side is the original structure. So when you're looking at the 3 dormers as they are now, the one to the right, there's an unequal spacing. The one on the right is the original. These were added on to an untrained eye. It might look balanced, but it's a little bit out of balance when they did the left side addition. There's an implied symmetry, but not perfectly even. But these little forensic details, you can see how additions were put onto the house over the years, and they were thoughtfully planned, but not very high style architecture. So it's not always, there's usually little clues left behind about when additions were put on.
So this staircase here was originally on the exterior of the house. The first footprint of the house was much smaller, and there was just 1 bedroom downstairs, 1 bedroom up, or 1 space downstairs, 1 bedroom upstairs, and this was on the exterior of the house. So this wall that we're seeing under the stairs here, that kind of faint green color, that is the original paint in the original exterior of the house, of the original structure. And this door over here was the front door that went into the 1 downstairs room. As the additions were put on later, the staircase was enclosed and made interior space, and the front facade of the house was more balanced out. So the massing from the street is equal from the left and the right, and it's a lot more balanced when the additions were put on.
So this is the original fireplace. It's in the gentleman's parlor now. The floorboards here are the original, the oldest floorboards in the house. This is part of the original structure. They're a little narrower than the others. This mirror here is one of the coolest things that we have in the house. There's an inscription on it. It says JW Company E, Flee Rebels, Hell is Here, dated 12 July 1863. It wasn't found in the house. It was found nearby, but we've had it in our possession for quite a while now, and it's one of our proudest features here in the gentleman's parlor. So we've got some rewired oil lamps that we can use modern times, but they were not historic to the house, but to the era, so they're at least period appropriate. The chandelier is a rewired version of what would have been in a house of this age, oil lamp.
It doesn't look like it would give off much.
Not much, no.
It's under that dim.
Yes, that's right. It was all mood lighting. And this room was originally a porch, so that's where the ceiling is a little bit lower, and there's a bit of a slope to the floor. Dining rooms of that era were usually a little more fanciful. It was where you had your dinner guests over and you wanted to show off your house and your nice things. But this one is a little out of the ordinary because it wasn't originally built to be a dining room. So that's why it's a little smaller, less grandiose, but it's beautiful. It's a modern lamp, but it's period appropriate for a oil lamp version of that. And the wall behind there with the chipped paint, we left that because that's part of the original paint that was buried inside the wall, and we were correcting some modern interior walls that were added in, and we found that historic paint there, so we decided to just leave it so we can enjoy what the boards would have looked like and appreciate what the paint colors might have been, to see, that like everything around town was kind of in that paint scheme.
An idea of the styles.
Yeah, right. And everything is cyclical. Like you can see shades of light yellow. There's some kind of pale greens in there that, as you walk around town now, they're historically correct and getting back to...
Now, what are we looking at in the cabinet? There's a lot of... Is it all kitchen?
Yes, these were all items that would have been used by enslaved persons originally. A lot of stuff we had on display in our summer kitchen. We have a recreated summer kitchen outside, so that was used by enslaved people. And it was built separate from the house to keep the danger of fire away from the house, and the heat and cooking odors and everything, just to keep it separate from the house. So these are some of the implements that have been used in the kitchen.
Quarters here too, right?
There is, yeah. It's still outside there. Yep. It's the only slave quarters in Beaufort County.
Really?
Yes.
We'll have to get a shot at that.
We will. So this is the sewing room. We have it set up as it probably would have functioned in its heyday. It was kind of overflow bedrooms as guests came in, or if there was extra family staying. But there was a lot of mending and sewing that went on in that era. So there was a room dedicated just to it. And in the back corner back there, there was always a potbelly stove there. So we've got a little reenacted stove there. The chimney was taken down, but in modern remodels, but there would have been a stove in this room because there's a lot of work that went on in this room, so it needed to be comfortable in the wintertime. This wardrobe here has been in the house for many years. There was one of the Heywards, and it came with the house when we got it. Some of these slippers, some of the artifacts in here, the slippers here were Bessie Hayward's, and they date to 1894. They've been in the house since then. And this top on the right side here, that was a wedding dress or part of a wedding gown. So that was worn by an adult. Despite, right, the vest underneath it was a child's vest, but not large people.
Was it like the groom's vest?
No, it was a child's vest. Floorboards, the original wall boards, the original structure and everything. The paint color on the shutters, we have in the last few years revisited that. That's more historically correct. It would have actual indigo was used to make the paint, so that's a historically correct shade of indigo.
That was so popular around here.
Yes.
Indigo.
Yeah, absolutely. So this haint blue is a modern. You hear the word haint blue used a lot recently. People use it on their porches, and it's kind of a light, like a real light seafoam greeny blue almost. But this is more accurate because.
Still more news to come. Glenn Stregels has an interview with Glenn Conrick, president of the Okatie Farmers Club. We checked out the construction going on around us, so stay with us.
For the July edition of In Our Neighborhoods, we covered 3 neighborhoods. First was the Blue Heron neighborhood, where they had their Grillin' and Chillin' event. Also, in our July edition, we had a very fun neighborhood gathering. Welcome to the Hampton Village Family Feud Neighborhood Challenge. Also, we had Pelican Point, and they had a very special Flag Day celebration. They also had a very special birthday, and with a great group that helped them celebrate.
Reporter Len Stregels, normally an editor, is doing his debut story on the Okatie Farmers Club and how they made room for the new fire station going in off Sun City Boulevard. Let's listen.
Hi, I'm Len Stregels, and we're just outside of the entrance to the Okatie Farmers Club East Side Gardens off of Sun City Boulevard. The new fire station is going in here, and we're going to go in and talk to the Okatie Farmers Club and find out how it's affected them. Hello, we're here to talk with Glenn Conrick from the Okatie Farmers Club about a lot of the changes that have been going on here lately. With the new fire department coming in, the Okatie Farmers Club has had to make some changes. Glenn, tell us about some of those changes.
Well, first of all, I want to say I'm very excited for the fire station. I think it's great for the south side of Sun City. The response time is going to be cut in half, and it really will help the community here. It did impact us because we had to move some of the gardens that have been here since the year 2000 to the back of our gardens to make room for the fire station, their parking lot, and so forth. So there was a lot of work, and I want to say that the Community Association, and specifically Janie Parrish, has been great working with us to make this as painless as possible. We're almost completed with the work, but yes, it has been impactful, but we'll get through it.
Well, thank you. And it's amazing, these gardens right behind us actually are the ones that moved, correct?
That is correct. There were 9 gardens that had to be moved, and these are the original gardens. As I said, they're larger than the rest of the gardens. They're 20 by 25. So we did get a team together, and we moved them, and Janie helped with the fencing and so forth. So it's been a process, but it isn't over yet.
Right. And it's really, like you said, it's been an amazing process that you guys have done, but also the farmers have done. And they've done an amazing job because as I look around here, some of the farm plots look like they never got moved. They're thriving and looking good. So a testament to your hard work and that of the farmers. Another thing we want to talk about is change the community as well. The west side has been growing, and I'm wondering if there's been talk about the Okatie Farmers Club expanding over to the west side. Is there any plan to do that?
We would, of course, like to have gardens closer to the people over there. But in reality, all of our gardens are on property that's owned by the utility company, Santee Cooper. All of our gardens are under the power lines. And Sun City has an encroachment agreement with Santee Cooper to use their property. In order to put gardens on the north side or the west side, you need a piece of property, of course, but you'd also need access to water, a lagoon. You'd also need electricity. I wish it could happen, but I just don't see that it's going to happen.
Stay tuned next week when Len finds out what else is growing on with the Okatie Farmers Club with his in-depth interview. Sun City Television will be keeping track of construction projects both inside Sun City and adjacent to our Sun City borders. We want to cover those projects that residents find of interest. We found 2 projects in the Okatie Center/Food Lion area, and progress on the new Bluffton Township District Fire Station, as well as the start of a new sales center and model park in Sun City West. In the Okatie Center area on Okatie Village Drive, J&G Concrete Foundations and May River Contracting are building a 3-story building. We understand that the construction company will occupy the top floors and offer retail space on the first floor. Now also in Okatie Center, off of Okatie Center Boulevard, Home to Suites by Hilton has cleared the trees for a 4-story hotel with 107 rooms. Now this lot is across from Walgreens on Okatie Village Drive. The Homes to Suites lot also faces the retail businesses adjacent to Food Line. We will also be following the progress on the construction of the new Bluffton Township Fire District Station number 39. This new fire station is being built adjacent to the sports park on 301 Sun City Boulevard at the entrance to the Okatie Farms East. Some of the gardens were moved nearer to the rear of the wood shop, but adjacent to the other existing gardens to allow for construction of the new fire station building. The lot area has been cleared of trees in preparation for the first stages of construction. The Bluffton Township Fire District needed to construct a fire station that would allow faster emergency response to the farthest neighborhoods along Sun City South. SCTV covered the fire station dedications last month and will continue to follow the progress until the fire station opens to serve our Sun City residents. Now finally, the Pulte Group has played out plans for a new sales center with a new model park across the street. The lot has been prepped, but construction has not yet started. The sales center and model park will be across Sundance Drive from the Spanish Moss building in Sun City West. So much more ahead on Sun City News. Randy Selman's here with entertainment news. We review some pool updates and regulations. And reporting on sports is JoJo Hines, so don't touch that remote.
Did you know Sun City TV is celebrating 25 years as a Sun City organization?
In our upcoming episode of Extra, that celebration joins many other birthdays and anniversaries.
Well, it's hard to top the big one, America's 250th year birthday. But we're helped by our Sun City Veterans Flag Day Epic event. See how they honored the USA.
It was the 2nd anniversary of Discover the Lowcountry event, with twice the number of exhibitors and attendees. Tune in to see if we caught you on camera.
Now, as SCTV celebrates 25 years of bringing you local news, we'll share the latest on the upcoming referendum aimed at easing our traffic issues.
And to continue honoring SCTV, we'll close with our personal favorite moments from Extra.
And after all that celebrating, we're taking some time off to relax so you can enjoy this episode for July and August. Cable viewers, you can check our program listings on the Sun City website or Sensations, and all of us can watch anytime on Sun City TV YouTube station.
See you in September.
Now let's head over to Randy Selman for some entertainment news.
I think it's time to roll out those lazy, hazy, crazy days of summer and start getting involved with some fun events. On Wednesday, August 5th, how about enjoying some delicious Mexican food and great music? Live music by Boki and fresh Mexican dishes by Downtown Catering will hit the spot every time. The full menu is available at Lifestyle Services, and a cash bar will be on hand. Because food and drinks are being served, no outside food or beverages will be permitted. Tickets are $46, which includes dinner, and can be purchased online or at Lifestyle Services with a limit of 4 tickets per household. Riverbend Doors and Cash Bar opens at 5, and the music and dinner begins at 5:30. There are still tickets available to Bourbon and Bluegrass event on Friday, August 7th. The band Swamp Tooth will entertain you while you enjoy sipping on your bourbon. Dance the night away at the new West Side venue, Spanish Moss Hall. Tickets are $18, and they're available online or at Lifestyle Services. Tickets are going fast for Buddy and Beyond, History of Rock and Roll. Step into Magnolia Hall on one of those 3 nights to be transported back in time while you experience the genius of Buddy Holly and the classic music he made famous. This is the best Buddy Holly tribute show in the world. Endorsed by the Holly family and Buddy's guitarist, Tommy Alsop, the Johnny Rogers Band will also play tribute to Elvis Presley, Jerry Lee Lewis, Johnny Cash, and many other musical icons. Showtimes are August 10th, 11th, and 12th at 7 p.m. And grab your tickets now while they are still available at Lifestyle Services or online. Tickets are $37, and they're limited to 4 per household. As we get closer to the fall season, I will be announcing the upcoming theater plays and musicals slated for the rest of this year and into 2027. We are so fortunate to have these theater venues right outside our doors, and so many talented people who devote themselves to entertain, educate, and evoke your deepest emotions. If you haven't experienced live theater before, or in a while, or if you always come to the shows, take a chance on one of these performances that you will hear about next week. I'm Randy Selman, and that's your entertainment report. Remember, life is entertaining, so don't miss the show.
The board met with Health and Wellness Manager Ryan Jensen to discuss supervision at the new Breakwater Outdoor Pool in Sun City West. As we are observing residents' use of this pool, changes will be made to increase user safety and security. Soon you will see pool monitors, 2 to 3 on designated children's pool days only, wearing red shirts for easy identification. The association will place signs on all tabletops reminding residents and guests of several rules, such as all need to shower off before entering the pool. Food and beverages are not allowed in the pool itself. Pool users must use the outdoor restrooms, not restrooms inside the building. And no glass is ever permitted on the deck area. In addition, monitors will have a checklist of responsibilities to perform when on duty. Walk the deck, chat with residents, enforce community rules, etc. Securitas and safety and service personnel will also be present at times in the pool area. Now, residents are reminded of the community rule that no person that is incontinent may use any pool, and all children must be completely toilet trained, as no diapers of any kind are permitted in Sun City pools. This is for everyone's health and safety. Regarding heating of the outdoor pools, the board has listened to resident concerns about heating selective pools. Going forward, the Hidden Cypress and Lake House outdoor pools will be heated from October through May, as is currently the case. The Barataria and Riverbend pools will be heated during daylight saving time only. Daylight saving time generally spans from late March through late October. These two pools will not be heated during the other months. Now here's JoJo Hines sitting in for Mike Romano with the Sports Report.
Hello, sports fans. The Men's Golf Association announced that a two-man single elimination tournament will be held on 4 successive weeks in August. The tournament will be a scramble format and will be flighted by the team's total handicap index. Play will begin on August 5th at Argent Lakes and will continue the following weeks at Okatie Creek. The tournament is limited to 40 teams and costs $15 per player plus greens fees. Registration is now open and will close at 5 p.m. on July 31st. Now, flight winners of the recent Women's Golf League Stableford competition at Argent Lakes were Donna Rosehart and Jan Lepper with 36 points, Marianne Armstrong with 39, and Beverly Boyle with 38 points. Congratulations, ladies. Closest to the pin winners in the Couples League event at Argent Lakes were Renee Cannon on hole number 3 and Chuck Cornelius on hole number 16. The hole-in-one event was part of the couple's monthly league 18-hole competition. The Sun City Tennis Association announced that the 3.5 Women's Intra-Club will begin on Monday, September 14th, and will end on January 10th. Play is on Mondays from noon until 2 p.m. Sign up for the league play is underway. Visit the Tennis Association for more details. The Sun City Softball Association held their biannual draft in preparation to the upcoming fall season. Once again, the association will sponsor 4 leagues. The leagues are designed to have competitive games for all skill levels. The fall season opens on August 29th and will conclude in early November, because the playoffs begin November 4th. Now, over the last couple of weeks, we have been following sports reporter Mike Romano on his trip north to visit friends and family. So let's see what fun sports event Mike did this week. Oh no, Mike is kayaking? Well, no. He is pointing to the trail that he hiked in Clear Creek State Park in northwest Pennsylvania. The trail runs along the Allegheny River near the small town of Kennerdale. Speaking of hiking, you too can hike here in Sun City. There is a nice 1-mile trail that starts at Colonel T. Haywood Boulevard and finishes on Sun City Boulevard. The trail is elevated on a wooden bridge and makes its way through a very nice wooded area. Hiking is a fun sport that allows you to enjoy nature while getting a cardio workout. Now, you can make your hike as long as you want or as short as you want. Mike says he often walks the Sun City Trail and always meets the nicest people. And as a plus, there is ample parking on the Haywood side of the trail. Well, that's it for sports. Don't forget to keep hydrated when you participate indoor as well as outdoor events. It is now time to get outside and have some fun. For Sun City Sports, I'm JoJo Hines.
Well, that's our news show this week. Thank you for watching. Catch us on cable and on our YouTube station, where we invite you to click like and subscribe. To see expanded coverage of some of our SCTV stories, tune in to our monthly show, Extra. And if you have questions and comments, email us at suncitytvhh@gmail.com. Make sure you check us out every week for all the news that's happening in your community. For Sun City News, I'm Norma Taylor.